Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Ray from Writer's Creation, and I'm sorry it took a little bit too long. I'm going through a couple of personal things here and there, but everything's fine. Grab some coffee. Looks like a lens. A good friend gave this to me for Christmas. Thank you very much. Yes, coffee. I'm addicted. Starting out at number 10, Nocturnal Animals, starring Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal. It was like a story within a story within another story. So there's three separate storylines going on, but they all involve the same actors. One is like pertaining to a book that one of the characters wrote. Another one is reading the story that the character wrote, while both of them living their separate lives. One in the past, when they were together, and one in the present when they're not together, and then the book story. Very interesting movie. Had some really good acting performances. Amy Adams did a great job. Jake Gyllenhaal did a fantastic job. The best part of the movie is when she's reading the story that was written for her. Number 9, Arrival. That movie was great from beginning to end. A little bit of a slow-paced film, but extremely intelligent, extremely well shot. It was so well acted. The story was so smart. I completely loved the movie. I saw the movie I think like 2 or 3 times, and every single time I saw the movie I was like, you know what? That has to be on the list. Definitely. Arrival. Check it out. Number 8, Deepwater Horizon, Mark Wahlberg. Man, it's a story about a bunch of oil miners in the middle of the sea, and they're working on an oil rig, and well, they're testing out a new rig, and things go wrong, and things blow up, and obviously it's a disaster film, but you care about the characters. That's the most important thing. You actually care about what happens to these characters, and then the disaster starts going off, and the disaster is like more than half the movie, and it kind of just like engulfs you when you're watching the movie, because you're just like this watching everything like, oh my god. And it's like, if you watch this movie on a big screen, you'll see all the special effects and the computer graphics that looked freaking amazing, and it kind of just takes you away from your everyday world. Like, this movie just like totally kidnapped me from my life, and I was into the movie. You know what I mean? The only gripes I had with the movie was the fact that it was a true story. The fact that the movie is based on a true story, actual events that happened, that's what kind of like, oh man, that's horrible that really happened, you know? So, but Deepwater Horizon, great movie. Check out that movie. Do not miss that movie. Okay. Number 7, Disney's Moana. Moana is a beautiful movie. It's a kids' family animated movie. It is absolutely beautiful from beginning to end. The Rock stars in this. He plays a demigod. He has to pretty much save the world. You know what I mean? But he can only save the world with the help of another character, a very young tribes girl who's trying to prove herself to her father that she's an adventurer. The animation on this movie, beautiful. Great story, great uplifting story, especially for young females. Very positive, and I highly recommend this movie, okay? So my number 7 is Moana from Disney. Check that out. My number 6 movie of 2016, whether you agree with me or not, is The Conjuring 2. The Conjuring 2 was so well acted, so well shot, the tone was so well developed throughout the entire movie, and you actually got creeped out by the old man sitting in the chair in the corner, or you got creeped out by the freaking white-faced nun over in a painting that's walking out of a wall. It was like, it had me. The movie had me. I was watching the freaking movie like a friend of mine told me to watch, like at midnight. I was watching it at midnight, and by 2 o'clock in the morning, I could not freaking sleep because I was like, holy crap. It just creeped me out, especially the nun's eyes. The nun's eyes, especially when she's screaming, it bugged me out. So, my number 6 movie of the year is The Conjuring 2. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Next, number 5 is Kubo and the Two Strings. Again, I did not make a separate video for this movie. I probably will, just for the simple fact that this movie's animation blew me away. I was watching this movie and I was like, how did they do that? Is it stop motion? Listen, Kubo and the Two Strings was actually an achievement in animation. If you guys missed this movie in theaters, I'm sorry, but I didn't. And this movie was amazing. By Kubo and the Two Strings, on Blu-ray when it comes out. I think the detail, the way the movie looks, the story is great, the voiceover, everything. This is fantastic. After I saw the movie and I thought about it, I was like, wow, this movie's amazing. Coffee. So my number 4 movie of 2016, Rogue One, was so good that I just sat there in theaters like okay, there's no campy, corny crap. Okay, like listen, I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I do love the original 3 Star Wars movies. And the original 3 Star Wars movies has some like great moments, great story, great shots, great visuals, and it has some corny, campy funniness to it, which is fine because it wasn't too much. Then the prequels came out and it was like serious moment with bad acting, corny, campy, funny, which wasn't funny. Jar Jar, garbage, right? And then the next one came out, Star Wars Force Awakens, which was a really good movie. Really good. I really enjoyed it. Very smart, very well done. It took too much from the other movies, story-wise, to make it. But great movie. Love the main character. Love where the storyline is going. Everything. Then Rogue One came out, and it was like a prequel to the first movie, A New Hope. Was it the first one? Yes, I believe so. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But Rogue One, great movie, highly recommend it. If you're not a Star Wars person, doesn't matter if you're not a Star Wars person, because Rogue One is a very well-made film, action-packed, good story. You care about the characters, or at least 2 or 3 of the characters, and then the ending especially. Vader, wow, incredible. So we are now down to the last 3 movies of the top 10 of 2016 for a Writer's Creation Ray's Movie Reviews. I just want to tell you guys thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you very much for supporting my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe anything and everything that I have on my channel. I want to gain more subscribers. I want to be a bigger YouTuber. Okay, so my number 3 movie of 2016 is Hell or High Water. Hell or High Water is a story about 2 brothers who pretty much fall under financial constraint, and they're about to lose their family farm, and so the bank is trying to take the family farm away from them. So instead of them letting the bank take away the family farm, they become bank robbers and start robbing the bank that's about to rob their farm. Get it? So the movie is so interesting, and that's just the basic premise. There's a bunch of other little things going on, but that movie was very well done, very well shot, very well acted. I really love the way it was shot, like the wide angles they chose, and when they closed in on people's faces to show their emotion. It was very well done, extremely well acted, and it's a slower paced movie. The action is limited, but you care about the characters so much that you're enthralled in the movie. I saw the movie twice, and both times I was just like, yeah, you're making it to the top 10. Coffee break. Looks like a photo lens. Overall, even though it's my number 2 movie of the year, this movie acting-wise destroys every other movie that came out in the last year. I mean, destroys. The performances were so powerful. My number 2 movie is Fences. Denzel Washington and Viola Davis deserve to win Golden Globes, Academy Awards, Oscar nominations, everything under the sun for this movie. This movie is extremely well shot. It's based off a book that became a play. Denzel Washington decided to actually get the rights to it, to actually make it a movie. He got it. He actually directed it. He acted in it. Viola Davis acted in it. He got everybody from the play to be in it. And this movie was freaking amazing. The acting wise. The very beginning of the movie feels like it's written, like the way the dialogue is written, it's very fast paced. A lot of exposition, but it's meant to be that way so that way you know who the characters are. So the character building in the beginning of the movie is immaculate. It's a freaking on point. It's amazing. And then Denzel Washington starts blowing up, and then all of a sudden Viola Davis steals the freaking movie when she blows up and says, "I was standing with you for 18 years. It was phenomenal. I saw this movie and I was literally just like watching the screen like, oh my God, these people put their heart and soul. Like, that's the difference between starring in a movie and acting in a movie. Like, there's differences. Like, a lot of people star in movies. They're not very good actors. But then the people that are acting in movies, Viola Davis is a true artist, a true actress. Denzel Washington, a true artist, a true actor. They gave their heart and soul to these performances. So, my number 2 movie, Fences. Watch that movie. Don't miss that movie. It doesn't necessarily have to be seen in theaters or whatever, but support the movie however you can. That was greatness. Before I get to my number 1 movie of 2016, I would like to give a few honorable mentions.
I could have looked the other way. I could have listened to everyone. How I could have run.
My number 1 movie of 2016, Captain America Civil War, for me is the number 1 movie of the entire 2016 year. That movie, 1, had great characters, obviously. 2, had great character development within its story. 3, a great story. 4, the visuals were on points throughout the entire film. 5, it made the audience try to decide back and forth. So it kind of made you think, I see it from this perspective, and I see it from this perspective, but I kind of semi-agree with both of them, and now I understand why they're fighting, or why they're arguing, why the rip between them occurred. Everything about this movie, the fight scenes, Captain America fighting Iron Man. I'm a big Captain America fan. Iron Man, yeah, cool. I love the first movie. The other 2 movies, not for me. But pretty much all the Captain America movies were awesome. The first one was a little bit too campy, but second one was damn near perfect, and Civil War was even more. And then, of course, introduce Spider-Man. How can that not be the number 1 movie? Again, 10, Nocturnal Animals. 9, Arrival. 8, Deepwater Horizon. 7, Moana. 6, The Conjuring 2. 5, Kubo and the Two Strings. 4, The Rogue One. 3, Hell or High Water. 2, Fences. Do not miss Fences. I'm telling you guys, do not miss it. And number 1 movie of 2016, Civil War. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for supporting. Please subscribe. Please share this video with as many people as you can. Give them some movie advice. Let them know what to watch on their days off, or what to watch whenever they have a Sunday morning and they're bored, or just to go to theaters. Okay. Thank you very much. I am Ray from Writer's Creation. Peace.